this small pellet. Now, I know it doesn't look like much, but this is a diet designed specifically for alligators and crocodiles. It's made by a company called Missouri, who specializes in exotic animal diets for zoos all over the country. You might know them a little bit better by their parent company, Purina, so the same people that are making great food for your pets at home are making great food for our animals here at the zoo. But this floats in the water, so it's really easy for them to get. It also has everything that they need in it. We had crocodilian biologists, vets, and our own staff here got together, figured out what these animals need to live long, healthy lives, and we put it in this pellet. But most importantly, they absolutely love it. But I'm sure coming to an alligator feeding, you're expecting a little bit more than me just sitting up here tossing some pellets around. And I did mention that we had 2 items on the menu. Well, the second item comes in the form of some nice, juicy quail. And even though they get a lot of nutrition they need out of these pellets, let's give them something like this, a little more natural for them. Getting the feathers, the bones, the organs, all of that good crunch in there. We want to make sure that they are getting this as well. So let's see who might be ready for one of these. Let's see here. Everybody's still focused on pellets. What about you, Wally? Wally? Is everybody sitting on your back? Who do we have over here? Stalker. Hey, Stalker. You're ready for one of these, aren't you? Oh, you can jump a little better than that. Come on, Stalker. Good job. Oh, you knocked that away. It's right in front of you. Alrighty. Well, good thing about quails, they float for a little bit, so someone should be able to find that. But if you're wondering about the history of our zoo, we've been around for over 125 years, founded in 1893. However, this was not our original location. We're actually across, so they do use a little bit of a different method to break their food down. Hey, Bob, are you ready for this? Bob! Walker's going to take this from you. All right, Bob, let's give it another shot. Bob! Hi! You're going to be very gentle about Wally, you already got one. Come on, Bob. Oh, that was so nice of you. Thank you. Now, that different method that they're going to be using to break down their food, you've probably seen it before on TV or online. It's what media has dubbed the death roll. That's when they grab onto their prey, do that nice 360 rotation. And when they're doing that, even though it has been named the death roll, they're not using that to kill their prey at all. They're actually using it as a very gruesome knife and fork. So as they spin, they can pull a smaller chunk off and then swallow that piece. Now, alligators do have the ability to jump. They can get about 2/3 of their body out of the water in a single jump. That's all due to that big, powerful tail you see on the back of them. It's comprised of what we call laterally compressed muscle. So you sort of ready? Stalker.
Oh, bummer.
Good job, Goose. But Stalker did show off the amazing jaw pressure of an alligator there. Crocodilians are known for the largest bite force in the animal kingdom. They get around 2,000 to 3,000 pounds when they're biting down. So a lot of power in a very compact space. Now we do have one last quail for our alligators today with that one last fact about these amazing animals. And it comes down to how much they eat. We've got some pretty large alligators in here. Our larger ones are getting over 13 feet and over 800 pounds. You imagine they're probably eating a lot of these quails or rats or the pellets I was tossing out earlier. But surprisingly, large alligators like the ones you see before you only need about 80 to 90 pounds of food a year. That's due to the fact that they're ectotherms, or cold-blooded animals. They rely on the outside environment to keep their bodies nice and warm. They don't have to rely on their food and their energy like we do. So in turn, they don't eat nearly as much. So to kind of give you some perspective on that, if you ate like an alligator, you'd be eating about a sandwich a week. All right, who's our last one here? Walker, you look ready. Come on, Walker. Good job. All right, and as I said, that was my last draft. But if you have any further